Hey peeps, 4 tiles, same ugly mugs, so you're in for a good one. But
Shit.
I mean, we all survived cross country championships, so that's a plus. That's a
That
win.
we did.
Yes, 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 yes. So welcome one, welcome all. Athletics LLC, about that time. Gentlemen, Clyde, how are you today?
Well, as you said, back from cross country championships. Um, Survived, no advancement.
I'm sorry.
Um, you know,
That was actually funny.
you know.
Wow.
Um, as our film is rolling here, it is the Munchkin's birthday. So
hmm
happy birthday, Kai.
They
He
say
has
it's your
made it to 4,
birthday.
which makes absolutely no sense to me. It don't feel like he's been here that long, but 4 years
Just
in,
wait. Just
and that's
wait.
my baby.
You're not even off the curb yet.
This is right. This is true.
You're not. Oh, goodness. Governor, how are you today?
Well, I think this is day 3 of if I go to sleep too early, then I will wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning. But if I go to sleep at 11, it's really midnight. So I really have to be careful. I can't I gotta
Oh,
be
man.
very careful. This one, so okay, I'll put it to you like this. I did not know that as you age, that 1 hour,
Such a difference.
holy
It's like
cow.
being a baby again. You get sleep regression.
I swear, I woke up at 1 a.m. in the morning. Like, what the, what just happened? And then it sets in, that you still have 5 hours to
Yeah.
go.
I
Right.
thought we ended this nonsense.
Oh man.
No, they did not, no one voted correctly. Put it that way.
No, no.
We're still doing this for no reason.
Oh man.
I mean, it should not surprise anybody that nobody voted correctly. I mean,
Stop it. On the day of voting.
So
they
yeah,
voted correctly tonight, though.
yes, it did. But yeah, other than that, just loving life.
hmm Life is loving you. There you
Hmm.
go, sir. World athletics must go. How are you
You
today,
know,
sir?
Oh, wow.
I know,
Wow.
somebody,
right? Need I even ask?
somebody,
Oh
somebody
Feisty
man.
said to
mouse?
me, somebody said to me, like, lately you've seemed so angry on the show. And I want to say this out loud so everybody hears me. I have no desire to be angry, but in the true and utter fashion of Taraji P. Henson, after age 50, I have no F's to give. And so at this point, I just can't, I cannot be complicit to the BS anymore, right? Like, I'm not gonna placate people in their stupidity. Today, one of our athletes asked me, like, did I think so and so because that they can't run next year? Should so and so join the enhanced games? I was like, no, that's the stupidest idea I could possibly think of. And I think the fact that we have to have an enhanced games that people will pay for it speaks to where track and field is as a sport. So that's where I'm at, unfortunately, right? Like I want to be in a good place, but World Athletics continues to just sit behind the desk and be like, let's see what I can F with next.
It's like they have the Rubik's Cube and they're like, watch.
Yep. Yep.
Well, he does have a few reasons to be in his feelings at this moment. A few, which I feel
Mhm.
like we're gonna get right into.
I was
I
waiting to
mean,
see if you'd have a
absolutely.
response.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, it- my buttons are exposed and World Athletics keeps walking right by.
Well, let's start with good. I don't know if it's a good one, but
Oh, it was great.
in recent events,
Mm-hmm.
a team called the LA Dodgers, boo, won the World Series. Boo,
Snatched the World Series.
This is so bad.
boo.
No,
But
picked up the World Series that was dropped on the floor twice.
yeah.
Okay, so we all understand that trolling the EP here is absolutely fair game. But in all seriousness, as the one person on the screen who is currently working in professional baseball, you can't deny that was an all-time epically great World Series.
Oh,
It has
I
to
have
be
said
by
out loud,
far.
one of
I've
the
said out
best
loud,
ever.
and Chu has said out loud, I think it's the best World Series I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I've seen every one since 76.
Yeah.
I think it's the best. Like, here's the thing. I was riveted and watched all 7 games, and I don't like either team.
Mm-hmm.
So that should tell you that it was compelling theater, and it wasn't a fake game 7.
No.
Game 6 was earned. So game 7 was for real. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't like, listen, let's just be honest. The NBA has a fair number of fake game 7s. We all know this, right? This was real. The Blue
Yeah,
Jays
that
went to LA and was attempting to win the series in 6.
yes, they were.
So,
Oh my.
so I mean, just kind of again, walk us through the game 7 ups and downs because
Oh, dude. Oh, I
like,
don't want to revisit this, but oh goodness.
oh, you're in agony as well.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely. Now, I don't have skin in the game with either team. I just don't like the Dodgers far more than I don't like the
The
Blue
Blue
Jays.
Jays.
And, I think, my history with dynasties has never, okay, I'll put it like this. The only dynasty I think that I have fully supported were the Kareem Magic Lakers. I did not like the Jordan Bulls. I did not like the Jeter Yankees. I did not. No,
That's
mm-mm.
unfortunate.
I know, I know, but I did love. I did love when Boston beat them. I loved it. Absolutely. So in this scenario, that game 7 had more like clutch your pearls moments. Like I don't know. The I don't know what you could probably name at least 5 instances that were just like unbelievable.
Well,
Mhm.
100%. And that's the first World Series that came down to a golden pitch
Yep.
in like 70 years.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know what that means, that there when Christian Kirk was at bat, the outcome for the World Series literally
Mhm.
came down to that pitch. If
Right.
Christian Kirk gets a hit, the
Yes.
Blue Jays win. If
Yeah.
Christian Kirk makes a singular out,
Yeah.
the game is tied. And if
Yes.
Christian Kirk hits into the
Double
truly
play.
inevitable double play,
Yes.
the Dodgers win.
Right. Right.
I
I
just
mean,
yeah, go ahead, go no, go.
no, I mean the watching the two guys in the outfield almost collide and how kept his nerve and just was able to, knowing that he was about to get clobbered. I mean, that would have been a game winner right there. Like it
That's one of those moments that you should show your track and field athletes because they won't get it at first. And then you explain to them, this is the definition of doing the one job you were put in the game for.
yes.
Baez was put in the game as a defensive replacement.
Yeah.
He is an inferior baseball player
Yeah.
to the person he was put in for, but he's a superior defender.
Right. Right. Right.
At
Right.
no point in time was he going to allow someone else to catch that baseball other than
Exactly.
him. And
Not
for the
a,
record, PK would not have caught it.
no.
But At no point in time was he
not the
going to
position
be.
he was in.
He
No.
was not going to be deterred from his mission.
Yeah.
Coach put me in this game to catch the ball. If it gets hit, am I? Oh, I gotta go get it! I gotta go get it! Like he didn't see Kike till he had like trampled him.
I mean, the play at the plate,
Oh, dude.
an inch, literally,
Oh, oh man.
Listen.
literally an inch. Got the call right. Let's be
I
clear.
said this in my house. IKF is not the guy. He wasn't the guy when we got him and he was on the Yankees. I'm not going to blame the World Series on him because I think that's incredibly crazy. There were so many things that could have happened, but he for sure had the worst lead of any professional baseball player in the history of baseball in that scenario.
In that scenario.
Like our 13U team, our 13U coach took that video and sent it in our group chat to all of the parents to show all of their children. This is why you listen when we do base running. This is exactly why you do base running in practice and take it seriously, because the ball will always find you.
So, as a Dodger neutral baseball fan here, and I say baseball fan loosely, I like the game. I played it for many, many, many years as a child. During the normal season, I'm bored by it, but I rocks with the playoffs. Right?
For sure. Playoff baseball is, I mean, playoff basketball is the same, right? Like,
yeah, well, absolutely. Same thing. 100%. I couldn't help but watch this particular World Series, not through the lens of the players on the field, some of which I absolutely adore, like Shohei, but more through the ultimate political lens of the time that we are currently in. And I found myself asking a very me question. Which winning result would be more petty? Is it more petty if the Canadians beat the Americans? Which of course would be hilarious given all things that are going on. And at the start of the World Series, I was kind of on that, right? I'm like, you know what? Team Canada, let's go.
Yeah.
But then I remembered recent times. Can't give any wins of any quality at any level to Drake. Can't do that. So then I shifted my petty focus.
Was seriously trolling.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Like the minute he got involved,
oh dude,
I'm like, hey, all Team Dodgers all the way.
if I was a Canadian team, I would literally ban Drake from fandom. I'm like, listen, buddy, you are literally the ultimate jinx. He's like the governor of Texas.
Right.
Like every time he's come to a Texas football game, they've lost.
Oh man.
And so, I mean, the baseball itself was spectacular.
Phenomenal.
And there's two decently serious points I want to make just kind of on the larger baseball business of issue. There's a whole bunch of people right now bitching and complaining like, oh, the Dodgers bought themselves a World Series. Hey. The MLB don't have those kind of limitations.
There are no rules, no.
And all the big boy markets had all the chances to pay these guys like everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay. That I get why you say that, but that's not true.
Well,
neither of the things you just said are true.
How you figure?
Because first of all, baseball doesn't have a salary cap, but baseball has a 4-tiered luxury tax to stop big market teams from just buying players, which they're still going to do at certain levels if the player is good enough. That's fine, right? Because they do revenue sharing, you don't get to complain when I'm feeding you, right? If I'm the Dodgers and the Yankees, I'm feeding the Twins. Like you don't get to complain that I get first pick at the best players. That's fine.
Right.
What everybody is complaining about is that the Dodgers, there was a loophole this big, and the Dodgers went like this.
Yep.
right?
Right.
You know what it is, Clyde? You know
And
what
it's
it is?
completely against the spirit of the law. But look, Clyde is the master of, is it the law or is it not? Because the spirit belongs to me. And I'll be honest, I'm in that same vein, right? I worked for somebody one time that told me you have to know all the rules so that you can therefore take the gray. Because most people will tell you not to live in the gray, but the gray is actually white,
That's
right?
right.
Black and white are rules. Gray
That's
is not a thing. It's a perception and it's fear. So I get it. And I don't like, I'm not hating on the Dodgers. What I said was, if the Dodgers win in this fashion, it's bad for baseball. Not because of the Dodgers, because let's be clear, the richest owner in baseball is not the Dodgers owner, it's the
Right.
Mets owner.
It's a Mets owner.
correct.
Yeah.
Right?
And he tried his damnedest.
So that no, he didn't. But because nobody knew you could do what they did. But now
Yeah.
that everybody knows, that is exactly what's going to happen from the
Yeah.
Mets and from the Yankees and from the Red Sox. So now there really is going to be a gigantic gap, right? Because here's the thing: if you own the Padres and Ty is going to be the next $800 million player, and the Padre owner says, "Yo, we'll give you 8 million, and we're gonna defer this
Yes.
792 million."
For 10 years.
You know the Padres ownership ain't got that bread, and you're like, nah, run me my money.
Right.
But if it's the Dodgers
If it's
or
the
the
Dodgers.
Yankees who
Yeah.
print money, or the Red Sox or the Mets, you're
Yeah.
like, say less.
Yes.
Especially if you're Shohei, because here's the kicker. The real loser in all this is the state of California, because in 10 years, he will be retired and he will collect that money where?
In
In
Florida
Japan,
or Japan. Yeah.
where there is no frigging tax.
Listen, I'm not tripping about none of that. And here's why I say
So that's why I'm saying what you said is not quite true.
I get the loophole argument. I'm here for that. That's fine. Here's my thing with the Dodgers, and it's kind of twofold. I don't know if you consider Shohei to be the greatest baseball player of all time, or if it's Barry Bonds, because it damn sure ain't Babe Ruth.
Not Barry
Either,
Bonds either, but I get it.
Barry Bonds cannot do what Shohei can do on the mound.
right. For
No.
me, it's Shohei, and Shohei deserves to be on that stage for LA. It was bad for baseball that he was trapped in the torches of Anaheim.
Same with Mike Trout, right? Because we've
Yes.
now
Yes.
Yeah. killed Mike Trout's career.
Yes. One of
And
the
so it
greatest
was great for
players that
baseball, but the
yes.
best player finally in baseball was on the biggest stage.
Right.
There's no question about that. That
Right.
was good for baseball.
So for me, I am very happy in this moment to watch a team of immigrants do what they did in the fashion that they did it on that stage. And that may or may not be good for baseball, but it damn sure is good for America. So, yay Dodgers.
So to your point, and it didn't hit me. I was at a Halloween shindig the night of that game 7. And I had the game on my phone and I'm watching it, and every guy that I spoke to at that party was like, we can't have Canada win this game. And I'm going, this is the way you're thinking? Like this is really a thing. And I was just like, wow. Like, and
I thought that
ignorance.
angle was so bizarre to me because,
Yeah.
honestly,
But
listen,
it is relative to our times.
but it's not. It's a false narrative that Trump has created. Not one of us has ever
No.
thought that. Not one of us has ever felt like Canada was a foreign country until Trump decided that it was.
Right.
Think about that.
Yeah.
We treat Canada and Mexico like they're the 51st and 52nd state,
Yeah.
not because they owe us money or any of those things, but we've always had this complete and utter kumbaya relationship with both.
Yes.
Hey, you want to do something romantic? take your significant other to Niagara Falls. Make sure you go see the
Mhm.
Canada side. You want to go do something cool? Go to Cabo San Lucas. Like we
Mhm.
treat those two places like they are part of our country. This friggin' orange turnip twat becomes president, and next thing you know, like we hate both. Like, what are we doing? It's not a thing.
That's what I said.
So
I'm
did you
here for it.
guys
Sorry.
see, hear, no, did you guys
Well,
see or
good.
hear about the Will I Am song that he made
I
for the
did. I do
Dodgers?
know about that, but please explain it for the audience. But
I was
before you
like,
do, all I can say
I
is
like
the LA
this.
Dodgers media
Oh, dude.
going
They're elite.
nonstop.
Supreme.
Kendrick,
They are elite.
Yes.
love it.
And the
I still really
and the
quick, I don't
Nike
get.
promo after.
Yes, the Nike
Oh,
promo was also good.
with the
That
But what
was
dress.
I
so,
don't get,
again,
Oh,
that
dude.
was good.
it was
Unreal.
absolutely, it was awesome.
That was
And
good.
I don't get why Drake thinks it's okay to come outside again.
Definitely
Drake should
ain't.
stay inside. He should make music and stay inside. Everybody should be sending out like 911 things like, yo, is Drake okay? It's not okay to come outside, dude. It's not. You got cooked and like cooked eternally.
So
But tell the Will
Will
I
I
Am.
Am and Taboo made a WLA song, and
Mm.
and Will I Am has gone on social media and talked about how it's amazing that we can celebrate the Dodgers as we do, to show, just as you all were referring to, the international piece of who the Dodgers are, with 3 Japanese players who led the front, as what everyone's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said it's amazing how we, those in sports, can celebrate the Dodgers when LA looks just like the Dodgers and we can't celebrate LA.
Right.
That's right.
That was
The
the underlying message.
Right.
the sub stories that have yet to come out from this series, like Yamamoto throws 96 pitches in game 6, right? They tell him to go to the bullpen in game 7 as a diversionary tactic. This is what they
Yeah.
tell him.
His handler tricked him.
Yes, go out there and start pitching. Get them riled. Get Toronto feeling like we got to face him again.
Bring out Yoshi.
And sure enough, I mean, the video of him when that amazing catch happened, he's on his knees
Yeah.
when the ball left the bat, right? And he's just going, "Are you kidding me?" And I mean, we would have seen the real, like, what Japanese culture is, because he
Oh
may
no,
never have
that would have been
recovered.
bad. That would have been
No,
bad.
dead serious. I mean, those of
Yeah.
us that know the Japanese culture, like that. I mean, you put it on my head to go win this game. Oh man. So I know his heart was in his throat. But there's
Right.
so much from that series that I will not soon forget. I mean, I'm glad I tuned in, and kudos to baseball. Baseball is
I
back.
They
mean,
lived up to it. Yeah, they lived up to it on
baseball
this one.
did crazy numbers.
Yes, they did.
26, I mean, see, people again, 26 million viewership is insane, right? That's better
Insane.
than like the last 10 NBA finals, and it's better than all but one like college football game in the last 15 years, and blah 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 blah, right? But what this is the thing that nobody's paying attention to. That doesn't include the Canadian market.
Right.
Right.
Or the
That
Wow.
Japanese market.
doesn't include
The
all of the
Japanese
televisions
market.
in Canada, all the televisions in Japan
Yeah.
at O Dark 30 that were watching that,
Yes.
right? So it was way more than 26 million.
Unbelievable, man.
And real quick before we move on, you almost forgot about Shohei's gambling.
Shohei
Handler.
wasn't gambling.
Yeah,
No,
okay, stop.
handler.
Yes,
The
he
handler.
was.
Whatever. We're not throwing those. He's throwing a good light right now. His handler, because the new guy hit it out the park, figuratively and literally. So like, I read his background today, and I'm like, this dude just won.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just won. So if you don't know the background of the handler, Will Ireton, like Ireton, like nice short read. Actually, like it's a feel good. It's a real good feel good. So anyhow, so that was our feel good. Now let's get down to business. World
Yeah.
athletics.
Yeah.
World
Also a
athletics.
feel good.
Not for anybody not going to be in jail. We'll start with that one first. So why do we say jail and world athletics in the same sentence? Well, it has been reported and disclosed that 1.5 euros, aka 1.7 million USD, was stolen from World Athletics. The case has been ongoing or is ongoing, and they have found two internal, one currently or still worked at World Athletics, and one had already left, and then an external consultant managed to take 1.7 million from World Athletics. Very
And
crazy.
they've identified
Yeah,
the
they've identified,
employees.
they know who they are.
Yes. They've now named names.
Oh, like names.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
dang.
Who are the names?
Vinish Kochar and James Lord.
So
Funds
the
were
Lord stole from the Lord.
funds were allegedly misappropriated through falsified or altered expense reports and other transactions.
Now that's
So
actually funny.
So it's not funny because now our concur expenses reports are going to be even more thorough. So thanks, World Athletics.
but see, off the show, I said to y'all, my biggest look, maybe it's the New Yorker in me, but I don't take anything at face value, right? This whole Chauncey Billups and Scary Terry thing, at the end of the day, ain't neither one of those two goombas. There was 32 people that were arrested, and then we've only shown two of them, and they're both black and NBA players. I was born at night. I wasn't born at last night. Okay. My same feeling is about this. Let's just say I agree that it was these two people, just these two people, right? Now I have questions. One, where are they going that they could amass
Yes.
$1.7 million in receipts?
In expenses.
Question one. Two, why is there $1.7 million just hanging out at World Athletics when we got every level of athlete that could certainly be in use, that could certainly use that money, not to mention the fact that they are still competing for the same 12 cents at world championships as they were when I was competing and the governor was competing. Question number three, because again, the BS that they give us just makes me have questions. But question number three, and then I'll defer to any of you three. Question number three for me is, if we caught them so quickly, so easily, and so succinctly, how did they get away with it to this level? If I am to believe that it was this easy to catch them, wouldn't I also believe that there's nothing but the three blind mice that work at World Athletics to let this happen?
So apparently, this was uncovered by a third-party company that came in to do an audit. And it was a new company. So I think there's something there, right? Now Vinish Kochar was a former chief operating officer, and James Lord was actually head of media.
Well, the first dude clearly know how to do this game.
I mean, for
Look,
sure, right?
I got to tell you, I don't really care about this story. I find it comical. All of the questions
Director of
that the
broadcast,
EP,
sorry.
yes, that the EP has are all very appropriate questions. They should be asked. hell, they should be forced to answer publicly. But if you know, any type of organization like this, I'm sure there is a vast chasm of as the politicians like to say, waste, fraud, and abuse. And I do not believe for a second that these two minions are the only people that have done this. It's an interesting story to to be viewed at World Athletics over, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't know. I probably should be more upset about it. I just don't care.
Now, before, if we move on, I mean, to say I'm not surprised that this happened is an understatement. And the main reason is anybody that's been to Monte Carlo, that has actually been to World
Right.
Athletics, the offices, and you see just how small of an operation it actually is. Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't more. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, the
Well,
unfortunate part is Governor and I, we come from the world of track and field that involved and was head by Primo Nebbiolo. So like the sport of track and field legitimately used to launder illegal
Yes.
money. So
Yes.
like, and it was, and things were literally handed out via bribes. So
Yes.
the fact that this happened is probably minor.
Minor.
I just think it's crazy when the only time the number $1 million gets mentioned in the world of track and field is when two people misappropriate those funds from World Athletics. Not Sid just earned $1 million by breaking a world record. Not Mondo has earned $1 million by breaking a world record. We find out that World Athletics has $1 million, and it was getting siphoned off with concur receipts. I am on
well,
fire tonight.
listen, hot
What's-
pants, sit down.
What's next, Chew?
Listen, Linda. So in the spirit of stealing, World Athletics.
See, it worked perfectly. I told you, Governor.
Oh man. Okay.
In
Okay.
the
I feel
spirit
like
of
I'm gonna make
stealing,
people mad on this one.
World Athletics.
I'm loving that, Clyde. I
World
am loving that.
Athletics announced their finalists for male and female track and field athletes of the year. So please, no disruptions as I read these aloud. For the female track athlete of the year, the two finalists were named to be Femke and Sid. The men's track athletes of the year finalists, were Wanyoni and Noah Lyles. Field athlete of the year, women, is Nicola or Tara. And the men's field athlete of the year finalists is Mondo or Mattia. So, yeah, Mattia. Thank you for not interrupting. I appreciate you. And go.
I'm just look. I'm just here.
So you don't get fined.
No, I'm here to offer perspective to all the people that have their hair on fire and want to apparently protest in the street about the women's track athlete of the year issue. First of all, if you look at the quote unquote finalists, and that's a very cute distinction that World Athletics did with the little posters naming the top two finalists. I didn't see the poster where the final 5 or 6 were semifinalists. Those were the finalists, right? Like that original group was the finalists, as far as I'm concerned. But whatever.
That's what they were.
Right. So I don't, whatever. Here's my thing.
So because they're 1.7 million short, they could only bring 2 each
To the banquet.
to
Sure.
the banquet, right?
Got it.
No
That's
plus
why.
one.
Got it.
No
That's
plus
why.
one.
And listen, if you look at all the finalists in totality, what should pop out to you very, very clear and very obvious to you is that this contest is not per se about athletics. It's a popularity contest. And I got news for you, for all you people that is online talking trash, that is in the real deal talking trash and stomping the table and you're mad about Melissa. I get it. I get it. But here's the thing. It's election night in America. Did you vote? Did you vote? Did you vote on Instagram? Did you vote on Facebook? Did you vote through any other mechanism that World Athletics feigned to care about your opinion? Because I saw some voting data that said Melissa Jefferson wasn't nowhere near the top 3 in votes. So
No.
if you didn't vote and you talking shit, that's a you problem. And it speaks to everything that's wrong in this country right now. Okay?
So to your point, the numbers as far as the fan votes.
But make sure before you give the numbers, because you know, listen, people don't pay attention longer than 90 seconds. So start with what percentage of the vote comes from where.
Okay.
Then give the popular vote, please.
All right. A panel of international experts has compiled a long list of nominees for each of the 3 main award categories. Voting will take place to determine the 2 finalists in each category. World Athletics Council vote will count for 50% of the result, while the World Athletics Family's votes and social media votes will each count for 25% of the result. The World Athletics Council and the World Athletics Family will cast their votes by email, while the social vote will be open on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Individual graphics for each nominee will be posted alike on the Facebook and Instagram.
The Goon Squad has a question.
Yes.
You know that they're never going to give any transparency to the makeup of the council or the makeup of the World Athletics Family, right?
Right.
But I know, you know, and I believe that the other 2 all know. The council is at least 85% European, and the family is probably closer to 90% European.
This is true.
Okay, so I just want all these things put out there in context, because remember, 50% plus 25% is made up of those percentages I just said.
Right.
That's right.
So
but I want to talk about this 25%.
Clyde's point is absolutely valid, right? If you didn't vote for Melissa, you didn't get screwed and you don't get to say nothing.
Nothing.
Because you did have a vote. Now, it didn't mean that much, but you had one.
Right.
But what are the results?
Okay.
So now give them the results of the 25% vote.
So tabulating the votes from Instagram, Facebook, and X. Faith Kipyegon had the most amount of votes with 48,395. Beatrice Chibet was second with 31,334. Femke Bol was third with 23,619 votes. Sydney McLaughlin-Ravone was fourth with 21,107 votes, and Melissa Jefferson Wooden was fifth with 12,227 votes.
12,000.
12,000.
So
okay.
Hush,
let me
America.
Well,
silence.
First of all, I got a question. I didn't even know this vote existed. Did you?
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did.
We've talked about it before.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
We've talked about it.
Okay. All right. So there was a period of time that we had to get on.
Yes.
Okay.
It was literally the posts that we were reading off of.
Got it.
When they were announced. You had to like that post, and that went to the people's vote.
Okay.
So again, It's election night in America. Y'all telling me that the Kenyan women
Mm-hmm.
independently
Mm-hmm.
stomped
Right. Everybody else.
on everybody.
Yep.
You know the worst
Like,
part about all this is, Governor, real quick, just eyeball it. What's the total number of votes?
Mm,
About
if
100,000?
yeah, let's see. 80, 100, 120. I'd say close to 135.
Okay.
135,000 votes.
So 135,000 people voted at all
Mm-hmm.
via clicks and likes.
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
I want to get right here. In the entire world,
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But
no
there's at
one
least
takes track and field seriously
Yeah.
because track and field people don't take it seriously themselves.
but that's my
That
point, because there's
that
at least
whole number is
12,000 people.
missing. That whole number is missing 2 zeros.
Yes.
But there's at least 12,000 people bitching about Melissa not being a quote unquote finalist.
right.
But
Y'all didn't
you
vote.
don't have to convince anybody on this screen. We all agree with you. But what I'm saying is, again, like, folks, track and field athletes don't make no money because track and field doesn't get taken seriously. And every time we have an opportunity to show that we should be taken seriously, we come up with 130,000 people that cared enough to, like, literally, okay, everybody in the United States is at some point in time, at some level, on a computer, on a
Mhm.
phone,
Yes.
right? It probably, no, it didn't probably, because I did vote. It took less than 7 seconds to vote.
Right.
Right. And I am not going to be the defender of world athletics. But let's pretend that the 50% part of the voting populace metric here, World Athletics Council, whoever them people are, let's pretend that they cared about Melissa's double gold plus the relay. And
Triple gold.
they were sitting there contemplating, like, Melissa might want to win this award. Maybe she deserves to win this award. And then they say, well, hell, the fans think she's last. So that's easy to not consider. You know what I mean? Like, I can make a credible case that Sid is supposed to be the winner anyway. And I'm not gonna put anyone above Sid given the performance of Sid. We had that conversation. But here's the thing that's driving me crazy. Y'all are whining about perceived second place. Who cares? The
Mhm.
loser is the loser is the loser. So unless your argument is that Melissa deserves to win, which you can make that case, and you gave a shit enough to actually have your voice heard in the process, if you didn't do that much, complaining about it on Facebook after the fact when you didn't even vote on Facebook in the first place is wild to me. Like, that don't make no sense to me at all. So, love Melissa, fan of Melissa, triple gold, incredible season, right? But I'm still giving the award to Sid. 47-9, I'm sorry, 47 mid trumps the 10-6 or whatever. It just does. Wiping those women off the board is bigger for me. I am here for the Melissa Jefferson argument, but not from people that didn't even give a shit enough to vote. Go sit in the
Yeah,
corner. Go
you-
sit in the corner.
you know, like Chris Brown said, you can't talk shit if you can't even get in the club.
Dude, 12,000 votes is crazy.
Listen, all of it is crazy, but 12,000 is like the most ridiculous part of the whole ridiculous number. Because you're right, there's way more than 12,000 people complaining.
Yeah.
Bruh. Like, it's like you would think, like, you would think that the track community is living through the last presidential election right now. Like, they're pissed. And I'm like, y'all got a lot of feelings right now for not caring enough to vote. because that 12,000 is crazy. She finished last in the fan voting.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a popularity contest.
It's crazy.
And all the other people that are in the top, that are in the final two, whether you get this or not from our very warped American viewpoint of this, those people are all superstars. Like
Everywhere but
all
here.
of those people will probably have statues of themselves in their countries in the near or far future. I cannot properly articulate to you how big of a fucking star that Italian kid is in the long jump. You think Tara's big? He's bigger in his part of the world.
I mean, again, I've said this before, and I'll say it till I'm done. The biggest star in this sport is Mondo Duplantis, and it's really not that close.
Mhm.
And
Right.
it's wild to me the number of people who don't get that. Like, he's the best thing in Europe, and Europe
Yes.
is the best thing in track. Like, get that much.
And the irony is Mondo's an American.
Also true.
Mondo is from Baton Rouge.
Also true. Brother played baseball for LSU. So, well, I mean, please, we must continue because, to be honest, look, everybody's going to talk about this robbery. I think the men's one is actually a bigger robbery.
Well,
Really
okay.
getting tight-lipped.
But didn't we all agree that it was Wanyonyi?
There's two people. Wanyoni's going to win the award.
Yes.
We're
I
talking about
firmly
the-
believe. I'm talking about the other person on the dais.
Right. So I'm
If
going back
I'm
to
if I'm Rye Benjamin, I have a problem with this
why?
holistically. Why?
Well, I mean, I understand why Rye has a problem with it, but and listen, I haven't even seen the
where's the
voting data.
argument to make for Noah?
Oh, okay. Wait,
I'll
hold on.
wait.
I got you. I got you. Did Rye win a gold medal?
Did I miss something? Yes.
Yes. Did he break a world record doing it?
No.
Did he run fast for him doing it?
Yes.
No, he didn't. It was 46 mid. It wasn't
Oh.
spectacular at all.
Okay. I
Noah won a
understand. I
gold.
understand the question.
Noah got his gold medal. Didn't break a
Sure.
world record. Got another medal in an individual event. And was on the winning relay, not the choking relay.
So we're ignoring the losses?
Sir, they both got gold medals in unspectacular fashion.
Stop. There was a whole ass season that happened. We're gonna act like the fact that Rye Benjamin didn't lose to a soul this year in the 400 hurdles is the same as Noah losing to Who Shot John and how?
No, I'm not going to act like that's the same, but I'm also not going to act like Rye is basically Sid. How many races did he really step out and run?
All of them were W's.
Cool. But watch this. And I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this. But there are people who vote that care about this. Rye didn't win every race. He lost the 300 hurdle race and got dumped a world record on his head.
Ah,
See how mad you get? But
I'm not even mad. That's asinine.
But that's a part of the conversation in the rooms. He didn't
You know
go
what?
undefeated.
Even if he did lose a race, Noah sure as hell lost way more than one.
Sure, but we're not paying attention. Look, who cares about regular season losses?
Oh my, okay. What's the next category? Because I'm not doing
Sir,
this.
Melissa's not on the dais. We don't care about the regular season. We care about the championships. This is what they're telling you.
I'm not. Again, that's not what they're telling me, because if you cared about the championships, Melissa would be on the dais. She won 3 of them.
Again, that's cool. Melissa, listen. Do we have the voting data on the men? I bet you Rise at the bottom of that one too. Do we have it? No?
What's that?
Do we have the voting data for the men?
Oh no, I
When
don't.
it comes out, I bet you Rye's at the bottom of that one too.
Listen,
You
at the
know
end
I
of the
love
day,
Rye.
here's the thing. I am no longer. It's like the definition of insanity. I am no longer going to allow myself to get angered by these awards because I have every year. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm
It's
just
more
gonna
fun to be mad about the Bowerman.
I'm gonna be on the show and be like, okay, cool, sweet.
Well,
Because let me tell you something. Listen, as mad as people are right now, I can't wait until Femke wins the award. I
that
can't
won't.
wait.
That's not gonna happen.
It's funny
But
that you say that, but that's
but
crazy that you think
but
that.
I'm here for that happening
I,
because
I
according to the
can't
governor,
wait for it to happen because it's gonna happen.
the governor just told me, if I remember correctly, that Femke got more votes than Sid.
Yes,
And
you
I'm
did.
trying to tell you, World Athletics is going to vote for her because she does a whole season of World Athletics meets. Not, as you just so eloquently put it, 2 or 3 races that Sid runs the races she's required to run.
Okay, and I'm glad that you finally got the plane in this space. Say it again.
World Athletics is going like this vote is going to go to Femke because she has run a whole season of World Athletics meets.
And what? Right. So other than world championships, what was Melissa doing? She
She
was getting
races
her
everywhere.
no, Melissa was getting her rocks off at the GST. You think it matters. You know it matters.
Listen, like I said, I refuse to
You
get angered
know.
by this nonsense any longer because I am expecting it. I am expecting brilliance from idiots. I'm just not doing it anymore.
So look, watch this. Of everybody, which award process is more righteous? The World Athletics with this award or the Bowerman?
Oh, they're the same. They're done the same way.
But which one is more righteous?
They're the same. It's like the Spider-Man meme. Like they're the same. Six, three
I
plus
would
three.
argue that the Bowerman is much more righteous because there's not as many entities pulling in so many directions.
When the vast majority of the voting power happens behind a closed door and is not transparent and nobody has to be responsible for their vote, it's the same, sir.
I'm with you. I
Both
got you.
processes are the same. They
I
give this
got you.
fallacy that your votes matter when you vote. Like the Bowerman is ridiculous. Isn't the popular vote like 3%?
Yes.
Yes.
It means it's all just a sham. That's why I said I can't, like, I personally can't wait for Femke to win this award because then everybody's going to flip out.
I'm here for it. And if Femke wins, and if you're mad about it, I want to see the receipt that you voted at all.
I mean, look at who's on the dais for the women's field events.
Yeah.
Ole Slaggers and Tara Davis.
Ola Slagers was the 5th most decorated person of that list of 5 women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is obviously clear is Seb and the crew don't give a damn about what we say on this show.
Seb
We
and the
got it
crew
all
don't
wrong.
listen. What Americans in this sport do not understand is this. Seb and the crew don't care what Americans think or what America does at all.
And you know what? That's a justifiable position to have.
And USATF refuses to acknowledge that and understand that and play ball. Again, if you do the nerdy things that you and I do, you could go on World Athletics right now and all of the calendar of meets for the entire year are up. You know
Yep.
why? Because the World Athletics has all their calendar meetings and has all their how we do business meetings in what month? October. Anybody know what month USATF does their business?
December,
December.
January, March.
So the whole calendar is done in October. Well, we're going to put together our calendar in December.
Hey, our calendar's already done. You just ain't been told about it yet.
Sure. I would love to believe that, except for the fact is like, if it was actually done, to know all somebody would have to do is send an email to World Athletics. And since I know that hasn't been done, I don't believe the calendar's been done. And I will tell you this, since we're going to go down that route, I asked two people who should know in the last 48 hours when USATF national championships are indoors and out. And I want to tell you, I'm not sure. It's not finalized yet.
The hell, the location ain't even finalized. Listen.
So again, I'm not going to buy this nonsense about the schedule's already done. No, it ain't. What's next, Chu?
Well, I mean, we talked about the women's field, but you guys never really came to a consensus. Is this landing viable? I guess is the question I'll say.
Tara,
No.
no, it's terrible. But Tara's more popular. Tara will win.
Listen, okay. Tara was in a dogfight for one with, depending on how you see it, Anna or Valerie, probably, right? Depending on how you see it. We would all love for it to be Cam, but we know that the Hammer's never winning, right? But so she was in a dogfight for one. They were like 1A, 1B, 1C. Oldslagers was a legitimate 5. So now you got a contest between 1 and 5.
And another thing, let's be clear.
The governor's like, I can't take this anymore.
No, let's be very clear. Because I don't understand people. For all the people that's upset, you was never gonna get 2 Americans as the finalist.
No,
That's
no.
not a thing. That's not a thing.
Zero chance.
So again, if you tell me toss out Sid, I don't really see how you could do that.
Yeah. So we actually have one last little topic before we wrap up for the evening. We experienced quite a bit of loss this week, but the most notable, last week, most notable is Clyde Hart. This young man has moved on, and since the day of the announcement of his passing, like, I don't know that I can scroll 2 thumb swipes without something going up about him and how grateful everybody is. So if you're willing to just give your Clyde Hart memory 2 cents, whatever it is, before we wrap up, that would be great.
I'll go first because I knew him the least.
We haven't done a heartbeat props in a minute. This is awesome, Chu. Good job.
Yes, very, very well done, Chu. Brilliant man. I met him twice. Very gracious in those meaningless interactions. Just the impact that he had on coaches will be hard to duplicate. There's a handful of coaches in our profession that leave a legacy where people just revere them in a way that they do everything they can to try to copy their models, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clyde Hart is one of those blueprint models, and he is, I imagine, will always be. 30 years from now, there'll still be people trying to figure out how to implement his training programs into whatever it is they're trying to do at every level. High school level, collegiate level, professional level. Whether that's a good idea or not in context of the kids you work with doesn't matter. His legacy is that big, is that important. And I mean, it's a life well lived. He was what, 91?
91.
So, we should all be so lucky.
Next.
Yeah. Would you like to go, Governor?
You go.
Okay. Mine's actually pretty quick. I'm not one of those awestruck, like, holy cow kind of people, but like Clyde Hart to me was like the first famous coach I ever knew of. And I remember like my holy cow moment was in 96 at a pre-Olympic camp. We had been having this argument amongst ourselves, and so I saw Coach Hart and I like wanted to solve up the argument. So I asked him how fast Michael Johnson could run a 500. And he laughed and he said, I don't think Michael would finish. But what was outrageous to me was he said, Chris, I don't think Michael would finish. And I was flabbergasted at the fact that he knew my name. Like, I never told him that, but like in that moment, I was like, I am somebody. Like, Clyde Hart knows my name. Because I certainly didn't think there was any reason for him to know my name. Rest in peace and flowers.
Well, there aren't enough superlatives to describe, what he did. So I'm going to read a few. From 1996 to 2012, he coached at least one gold medalist at the Olympic Games.
Wow.
Including 4 in the 400. Athletes under his guidance won more than a dozen Olympic golds, and he produced 29 NCAA champions and more than 450 NCAA All-Americans. In 2004, 2006, Hart was named Nike Coach of the Year for USATF, and he was honored with the USATF Legend Coach Award in 2017. This man bled Baylor green.
Oh my God.
This man attended Baylor. He coached at Baylor. And I would not be surprised, and I don't know, but I would not be surprised if he wasn't involved in Baylor up until he died. And I'm saying that in the most respectful way because I know that he loved that place. And, I mean, for those of us that had to compete against Baylor or had to, line up and watch Baylor during the Clyde Hart years, you knew that no matter what, whether they had an entry in the 400 or not, when the 4x4 came around, you were going to have to pry that title from their dead. Well, let me not say that. You were going to have to fight to beat them.
Yes.
Wow.
They were so good at the 4x4 that I didn't know till I was like 28 or 29 that their whole team wasn't good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm serious. Like, I always thought their whole team was good because they always finished the meet so good.
Exactly.
Well,
but as from my days at Rice, we went head to head with Baylor, and I have nothing but good things to say, and RIP to Clyde Hart and the legacy that he's left behind in Waco, Texas.
so I've interacted with him once, and this is not an interaction with him. We're at a Baylor meet, so whether it was Michael Johnson or Clyde Hart, and Tandra had just had her Achilles surgery. Is that what it was that she had a few years ago?
Yeah.
So she was on her scooter and Clyde was on his scooter. And she said, Coach, let's race. And he gave her the most disgusted look in the world. And I laughed out loud, and she goes, go on a race later. And I just started laughing. I was like, oh my God, what is going on right now?
Yep.
So I never directly interacted with him, but that is the memory that I have of him, and that it beyond his contributions to track and field, at least I know I get to have the fun one as well.
Yeah.
So it's awesome for someone to have such an impact on the world of track and field, like to be so fondly remembered is awesome. So we can only hope to do such as he has. So thank you for everything, sir. With that being said, we'll wrap up. We will take our nights and end them and move on to tomorrow. So thanks everyone. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. Until next time, see you later. Peace out.
Mom Donnie.